I'm going to prove to you why white people are the reason I'm fat today.
Where are these kids getting this information? And that was just a brief intro to what I'm about to show you. So get comfortable, bear with me, because you have to see it. This young Indian girl, and I don't mean Elizabeth Warren Indian or AOC Indian, I mean Indian, red dot forehead Indian. No hate, I'm just saying, I'm trying to describe who she is. Anyways, she's on TikTok, of course, and she's very woke for such a young age, but she wants to tell us why white people are the reason that she's fat. So again, get comfortable and enjoy the clip.
I'm going to prove to you why white people are the reason I'm fat today. If white people didn't go looking for spices, then various sea routes to Indian subcontinent and Africa and other places of the world would not get discovered. And if they didn't get discovered, then East India Company would never come to Indian subcontinent. And if they didn't come, then the fertility of the land would not get destroyed because they forced us to cultivate tobacco and dyes and opioid, things like that. And that destroyed the fertility of my country. And then if that didn't happen, and if they didn't exploit and extract resources until my ancestors were left with nothing to eat, we wouldn't move to this grain heavy, very little nutritious diet that we have today. Also, if white people didn't come to the Indian subcontinent, then my ancestors would not go through 50 small, medium, large famines in a period of 200 years. That's a lot. And in 1943, nearly 3 million people would not have died due to starvation and malnutrition. And if that didn't happen, then this entire place and the people of this place would not adapt to survive on lower calories. We also wouldn't biologically be programmed to hold on to more fat because my genes, they always think, okay, you're gonna die. At some point, there's gonna be a famine, you will not have food, and you're gonna die. I would also not be prone to diabetes, high blood pressure, heart diseases, and all that other things. So yeah, white people is the reason why I can't lose weight.
So these are our future leaders. Young ladies like that who have no idea what they're talking about. I don't even think she really said anything. Or she didn't know what she was saying, obviously, because apparently if the white people didn't go looking for spices and discover their lands, the people, the Indian people, if you will, would not have had to resort to growing tobacco and opiates because that destroyed their land, because the white people came and took what? What did the white people take? Did we take all your crops, all your vegetables, all your fruits, and we left you with bare land so you couldn't grow them again, so you had to grow tobacco and opiates? She completely makes no sense. But again, the white people were looking for spices, and they discovered their land. So it forced her people, to move to this grain-heavy land, country, which I assume she means the United States. And because of that, she's fat because she's not living back on her homeland and eating whatever it is they ate. Now, I'm not a fan of Indian food. I really don't know what it consists of. But to be honest with you, I've never seen an overweight Indian person. I've never seen them. And you see them everywhere. They're out and about in stores, in malls, in restaurants, in stores, and whatever. I've never, ever, ever seen an overweight Indian person. Now, I get that a lot of the women cover up, they wear the long thing, but still, you could tell if they were overweight. They're not. This kid's problem is she's fat and she needs someone to blame because she's lazy. She wants to do nothing. She wants to sit around the house and eat garbage because it's our fault. When her and her family go to the market, does she have a gun pointed to her head from her parents and say, you need to get the Twinkies, you need to get the Devil Dogs, you need to get the sugary cereal? No, that's what they're buying because that's what she likes. She could lose weight if she got out of school and went for a walk, exercised a little bit, maybe joined a team at school, a sports team, do anything, right? But she can't lose weight because the white people went and they discovered their lands and we took everything that belonged to them. These are the people that are our future leaders. These are the people, if she was old enough to vote right now, which I don't think she is, she would be voting for Joe Biden. These are the people who want to just sit home and have people feel sorry for them because it's our fault that she's overweight. It's our fault that she goes home and sits on the couch and plays video games and shovels shit in her mouth. It's our fault. It's not hers. We are to blame. When is America going to wake up and stop hurting these kids? I mean, come on. I didn't realize that my ancestors were going over to these countries looking for spices. I didn't know that. I'm not a history buff. What the hell do I know? I know I like spices, but I didn't know we were the cause of that poor kid's overweightness, I guess. Give me a break. This shit is so unbelievable. It's just another group of uneducated, uninformed kids, because I'm sure there's more of her out there. I'm pretty sure. Uninformed, uneducated. They have no drive. They have no goals. They do nothing but sit around and complain and blame everybody else for their problems. Just like, guess who? The President of the United States, the liberal Democrats. They do the same thing. Everything that is wrong with this country is not their fault. It's not the politicians' fault. It's our fault. It's everyone else's fault because how dare we question their failed policies. And this kid, her parents have to be Democrats. They have to be, because for her at such a young age to make a video like that, blaming white people because she's overweight, is one of the most ludicrous things I've ever heard of in my life. And you could see she really had no idea what she was talking about. She was just rambling on. I don't know if she got it from one of her woke school teachers, probably. She probably did get it from one of her teachers who were telling all the kids of different ethnicities, it's the white people's fault that you're overweight. It's the white people's fault because your teeth are crooked or your hair is too short. It's all our fault. Everything is our fault. Just like everything going on in this country right now is the previous administration's fault. It has nothing to do with the failed policies of the current administration. These kids need to be educated. They need to have teachers who are going to teach them the history of our country. And again, I'm not a history buff, and I like spices. So I'm not going to fault my ancestors for going and look for spices, if you will, because how could I? How could I? They make your food taste so good. But she could be eating the same thing we are. She could be using the spices to eat healthy food, but she's choosing not to because she wants to feel sorry for herself, and she wants us to feel sorry for her, and she needs someone to blame. Well, I got news for you, young lady. It's your fault you're overweight. It's your parents' fault you're overweight. And if they're Democrats, that's one of the main reasons why you think the way you think. Get out and go for a walk, exercise, eat some chicken, eat some turkey, throw a salad down your throat, drink some water, get away from the soda, the cakes, and the cookies. That's the reason you're overweight. Not because the white people went looking for spices years and years and years ago, and we took all your land, so you had to grow tobacco and opiates. It's such bullshit. She's actually serious. But if you go on Libs of TikTok, you see all these people. They want to be heard. They want their nonsense to be heard. I guess so someone like me could talk about it because I think it's hilarious. But that's where we're at. These are our future leaders, and they need to be stopped now. They need to be educated now, and they need to wake up and see what's going on around them. There are healthy choices you can make so you're not overweight. It's not the white man's fault. It's your own fault. So do something about it. And that's it. If you haven't already liked this video, please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. You'll never miss an episode. Share my videos if you will, especially with someone who you think is blaming the white man because they're overweight. They need to be educated too. I hope everybody's healthy and safe, and I'll see you real soon with something else. Have a great night.